So this keyboard looks premium and sounds incredible and costs way less than I expected. If you're shopping for a full-size keyboard, the AULA F108 Pro might be the one you really need to consider. So let's put it to the test and see if it's actually worth your hard-earned money. Alright, so we've got the AULA F108 Pro box here. Let's go ahead and open it up. But before we do that, I want to mention that I actually have two different colorways here with different switches installed. We've got the black and yellow version, which comes pre-installed with the rainy switches, and we have the white and red version, which comes with the pre-installed wind spirit switches. Later on, we'll see how much of the sound and feel differs between the two. Before opening everything up, let's take a quick look outside the box itself. So both use a very similar slipcover design with slightly different artwork depending on the colorway. On the back, you'll see multiple languages along with a spec outline and a list of what's also included inside of the box. All right, so let's go ahead and open it up now. So right away you do get the AULA F108 Pro keyboard itself. It comes wrapped in plastic, and you do also get this additional plastic dust cover, which is a nice touch for keeping your keyboard clean while it's not in use. Underneath that you'll find a quick start guide, which is mostly in Chinese. So just looking at the back here, you also get a 2.4 gigahertz dongle, which is tucked away nicely, and it does snap in magnetically. And then also, just to point out, on the back of the keyboard, you will also find the on-off switch and the Type-C port for wired use. So in the box, you also get a USB Type-A to Type-C cable for using it in wired mode. Along with that, you get a 2-in-1 keycap switch puller, along with some spare switches. All right, and now so quickly, just gonna do the same thing with the other box. Similarly, you do also get that dust cover along with that quick start guide. Same thing with the dongle in the back, snaps right into place. And just like the previous one, you do get the USB Type-A to USB Type-C cable, along with some spare switches and a keycap and switch puller. Alright, so now that we've got everything out of the box, we can see that the two keyboards are in fact the full 104 key layout. This means it includes a full dedicated numeric pad along with the arrow keys. We'll pause here for now, and later on we'll do a proper sound test to see how things compare between the two. Alright, so now moving on to the design and build quality. So the keyboard features durable PBT keycaps with south-facing LEDs. The switches are also hot swappable, so if you want to change them down the line, you can definitely do so without soldering. There are RGB LED strips along the edge of the keyboard, with an additional LED strip right above the arrow keys. This is also a tri-mode keyboard, meaning it supports both Bluetooth, 2.4 GHz wireless via the dongle, and USB-C wired connectivity. But the most unique feature at first glance has to be that smart LCD display at the top right corner. I haven't really seen this on many keyboards, but what makes it especially interesting is that it allows you to display images or GIFs, while also giving you access to a lot of settings directly from the keyboard itself, instead of relying on software. Using the control wheel, you can also scroll through a lot of the on-screen menus to view things like time and date, your current connection mode, and the remaining battery level. You can also switch between PC and Mac modes, adjust the volume, and access other quick settings. A lot of RGB customization can be done directly from the LCD screen as well. There are several lighting effect styles to choose from. You can set a solid color, turn the lighting off entirely, or fine-tune things like brightness and effect speed right from the menu. When you're not actively using the control wheel, the screen automatically returns to the home image, which keeps everything looking clean and not overly busy. And in terms of overall build quality, there is a slight amount of flex when you really try to twist the board. That said, during normal use, it feels really well built and solid. The keyboard also has a good amount of heft to it, so when planted on your desk, it doesn't slide around and move easily. There are also rubber pads at the bottoms to help with the grip. I will also say that this keyboard doesn't feel cheap, considering there are multiple layers of internal dampening, which help reduce unwanted vibration from noise of the keystrokes. Overall, the typing experience on this keyboard is quite pleasant, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Now, ergonomically, the keyboard features dual level adjustment feet on the back, allowing you to fine-tune any typing angle to your preference. Whether you like a flatter profile or a more aggressive incline, it's very easy to dial in a comfortable setup. The keyboard's also powered by an 8000 mAh battery, which translates to roughly 70+ hours hours of use, depending on how often and how brightly you use your RGB lighting. The software allows you to remap keys, record macros, further customize RGB effects, and upload GIFs to the LCD screen. Both switch options included here are pre-lubed linear switches, which contribute to a smooth and creamy typing sound. But don't take my word for it, let's hear firsthand. Overall, the AULA F108 Pro is a feature-rich keyboard that delivers a solid typing experience, strong customization options, and excellent practicality right out of the box. It works perfectly fine on Mac OS, whether you're using it wired, over Bluetooth, or with the 2.4 GHz dongle. Just keep in mind that if you want to make any deeper setting changes or customize things like RGB, macros, or the display screen, you will need access to a Windows PC. The software and drivers are Windows only for now, so those changes have to be made there first and then carried over to your Mac. It's a small trade-off, but if you're limited to only Mac OS devices, that's something to be aware of. One other thing to note is that on these specific models, the keycaps don't allow RGB to pass through, so in very dark rooms, visibility may be limited. AULA does offer other boards with shine-through keycaps, so keep that in mind when making your purchase. That said, at around $90 at the time of the sale on AULA's website, this keyboard feels like a bargain. So in the full-size keyboard category, I honestly don't think there's another option that comes this close to offering this many features at this price point right out of the box. Now for my final score. Ergonomics gets a 5 out of 5, price and value 5 out of 5, build quality 5 out of 5, practicality 4 out of 5, customization was limited with the Windows software, and then aesthetics 5 out of 5. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more reviews. And if you decide to pick one of these up, check out my purchase link down below. It's a small way to support the channel, but it makes a massive difference. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.